friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk all things Yoto. I have received questions about our Yoto system that we use in our home, and so today this is going to be short and sweet to the point, but hopefully you'll grab some ideas of how to organize, utilize, and make the most out of your Yoto players for your family. If you are new around here, I'm a homeschool mom of 5 kids, and we love our Yoto players. If you're looking for simple, awesome, easy ideas of how to use your Yoto player to its utmost possibilities, and also just how to take advantage of this super fantastic educational toy that provides screen-free entertainment, but also it's a really fantastic learning toy. And so I'm going to share with you how we use it in our homeschool. If you're a Yoto lover already, let me know down in the comments your favorite way to use your Yoto. And if you're new to Yoto, I've never heard of it, then I hope this video will provide the same information that kind of I was looking for when I was debating and deciding whether or not to invest in the Yoto player or not. So I ultimately made the decision, as we can see. The first tip I have for you is get the cases. If you're on the fence or not of whether you need to invest in the Yoto like sleeves, absolutely. These things have been dropped 100 times since you purchased them, and I'm sure this one would have definitely bit the dust or at least gotten a few cracks along the way. So first tip is to invest in these. You can also just get yourself a lanyard if you're getting the Yoto minis so that your kids can wear their Yoto around their neck. All of the links for anything that I mentioned, I'll try to put down below if it's available like on Amazon. So tip number 1, get these. My boys are ages 6 and 3. They primarily use this one, and I got this one for my 11-year-old, but my 9-year-old is now saving up for her own Yoto player, so I'm sure it's really nice to have their own mini. But of course, one family, big, large Yoto is super handy, and it's also really wonderful if you are a homeschool family to have a large one for your school day. Second tip, make your own cards. Now, Yoto itself has a lot of pre-made cards, and some of them have been really fantastic. For example, these are the Ronald Dahl cards, and these are super fun. They have a lot of different voices, and the narrator is just really fantastic. And so my older 2 girls that are 11 and 9 have absolutely loved these. So Yoto does have these pre-made cards, and that's a great way to, invest in some books, especially if you don't even have the hard copies yet. But they're pretty expensive. It's like purchasing the hard copy book. And so if you prefer just to have the hard copy, then your better bet is to go with tip number 2, it's make your own cards. So Yoto has these cards that are blank. Okay. What's so fantastic about the make your own cards is you can literally put anything on them, and then you can actually change what you have on them. Now with 5 children, I knew this was the long-term investment because my children are not going to be the same age. They're not going to want to listen to Winnie the Pooh for the rest of their life. And so investing in make your own cards was such a better. It holds up to 100 tracks, which is more than enough that you need for pretty much any resource that you're trying to create. So my third tip is how to store your make your own cards, or just storing the cards in general so that you don't lose them. First of all, you can get yourself a case. So this is wonderful. This is my 11-year-old's case. She wanted her own individual case where she can keep the books, whether she's using them for school or her own personal pleasure. But I'm going to show you another system that you can use as well. So this is just a business card or like play card holder, and I'll link this down below. This is a little bit cheaper than the Yoto specific one that's on their website, but what's nice is you can actually add more sleeves. So even if she runs out, you can add more. This is fantastic. You can use this, and they can just take the cards in and out. Or I have, this is like my mom homeschool planner. I don't use like a large planner. I just have, this has like our morning time information and whatnot. So I actually just used your like Office Max business card sleeve holders. And you can see I just have those in here in my school planner so that I can easily access any cards that we need. So that's the first option when it comes to storing your cards. Let's talk a little bit about how to use your cards in a very effective easy way for everyday use or even on the go use. This is our ring system, and I've had a lot of questions about this that I've showed in our day in the life video. So this is what I wanted to specifically share with you guys today. This hack, I don't remember where I saw it. It was either in the Facebook make your own group cards or somewhere on Instagram. This has worked so well for us. And so I'm gonna link everything down below so that you can duplicate this easy Yoto card system. So this ring is our family homeschool ring. It has the cards that we're using in our homeschool as family studies, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. So on this ring, we have, first of all, the ring. And this is a really easy way to use your Yotos. You can just take it on and off just by simply unscrewing. But hard enough that your 3-year-old probably can't figure it out. And then we have, like, this is the tidy up timer. This is our composers. We have some history books, natural history, literature books, Greek myth tales, hymns, our Spanish, history, birds here, folk music, and another folk music. So on these cards, you can see I have this sticker on the make your own card. So what this is actually a sticker, business card sticker, okay, that I put on the make your own cards. It does not affect the plane. You can literally still simply stick it in and it works just fine, okay? So it's a business card sticker, as you can see. And the reason I went with this method, because there's a few different methods for the make your own cards, is because we homeschool, and I think just in general, your kids are gonna change what they wanna listen to very frequently. They're not gonna want the same card forever, I mean, unless it's like a super favorite. So you can literally just take these in and out. I went ahead and bought paper that was like this tear-free, waterproof paper, crumble-free. So it's really heavy duty. It's specially made for this. So the reason I did that is because I knew we'd be interchanging these a lot. So you can see here, like in my business card folder, I have a whole bunch of different papers. Okay, and they're all in this tear-free. So if the kids want to change, like this is the big jokes. This one is like Dr. Dolittle. If they want to change what they're listening to, they can literally, we can just switch it out. Keeping the same make your own card to save you money, and it's just a much more effective system. Now I need to take that tidy up card out and put it back in. The last thing you'll need to make your own like ring here, little ring sling, is you're gonna need these little tabs, and see, it's just a sticker tab that you can use for hanging things, and we put those on the ring. This is super handy. I hook this just in our pantry. You can make yourself a little hook. You can put it in their bedroom, wherever. My sons put theirs in their basket in their bedroom, but it keeps all of their rings. This is also super handy if you just have a couple on a ring. You could also just attach it to their mini Yoto for easy on the go where it won't get lost. So this is our school system. Now here's just another example. Here's another ring system. This is my son's. This is like the adding and subtraction Winnie the Pooh. This is like one we made up ourselves. We have the marble cards, so you can see a lot of these are just your make your own cards, and the little paper sleeves are in them. Okay, if you have any questions about the ring system, let me know down below. Then the other question that I've gotten about is their club collection. So we just purchased these Yotos at Christmas time. So next year I might upgrade, but this year what I purchased was the $39.99 per year Yoto Club collection. That was like the lowest one, so you're not getting any book credits. Part of that is because I'm using make your own cards, and I am sourcing a lot of our books from public domain sites because we are doing a lot of classic lit for our homeschool, or I have purchased the MP3s myself. So, and I will link a couple websites that are really good for getting some books if you want to do it yourself. And you should also check the Yoto public domain. There's a lot of free books on there as well. So, but the $39.99 Yoto public space club membership, I really do think is worth it, especially if you have children that are under the ages of 8 years old, because they have a lot of like 5-minute stories, nursery rhymes, they have shapes, addition songs, multiplication songs. They also have a lot of their like abridged radio theater books, and they're changing kind of what is available in their club collection. Definitely worth $40 a year. If you think about that, that's like a half a trip to Culver's or out to eat, right? So I think that's worth it. Okay, a few more Yoto things that we have loved. We have really enjoyed the Yoto Daily, which is like a 5-minute podcast here on the Yoto. My children have really enjoyed that. And they also have like bedtime stories. We don't really use the Yoto radio as much just because I can't filter all of the songs and I'm not sure what's playing in the background, but we do like the Yoto Daily. I've listened to it. I think it is very kid friendly. So that is all of our family's Yoto hacks. We use this every single day in our homeschool simply because of our hymns, our folk songs, Spanish, and then our history and some of the read alouds that we do. We do not completely use this for all school. We read a lot of books out loud or in our heads. My girls, because we follow a Charlotte Mason method, they have to read a lot. But this does take a lot of the bulk away from me. And people have asked me if this is a useful resource, and it absolutely is. One of the reasons I invested in this Yoto Player for Christmas was because we were expecting our 5th child. So I have a brand new newborn, and it's a lot for me to try to read all of the books out loud to the boys and even to my older girls in our very literature-based homeschool. And so it has been a priceless resource. And even my husband has made mention when he has seen the boys use it, my 3-year-old and my 6-year-old, how much they love it. And he's like, wow, that's like the best toy I think you've ever bought, because my kids love it oh so much. So absolutely worth it. I should also mention you can control the volume when it comes to their headphones. You can also put a timer on it at night. If the kids are listening to a bedtime story, you can set like a 15-minute timer and it turns off automatically. And it connects to Bluetooth headphones, or you can also just use your regular plug-in headphones as well. So that is a win-win if you just have a lot of commotion going on and you need them to be listening to their audiobook in silence. Right, so I hope this video was helpful and answered a lot of the questions that have come in since we've introduced the Yoto Player to our family's rhythm and routines. If you have any more questions about Yoto, put it down in the comments. And if you have not started using Yoto and it's an investment that you have been thinking about doing, then I do have a 10% off code off your first order, and I will put that down below along with anything else and links to books and websites that we have used since using our Yoto. And if you have any tips and tricks, be sure to share them below as we are embarking on this journey more and more. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are new, I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll see you next time.